Hello everybody, welcome to my first ever 30-day challenge. We are going to be doing the one color 30-day challenge. I actually got this idea from Kailey Games, and I know a few other creators have also done this, like JoJo Crosses. And I'm just so excited to be doing this challenge, and I know it's going to be very difficult. We are going to be using HHP and Nintendo Online and utilizing treasure islands as much as we can. And this is my first ever island on my new Nintendo Switch too, and I'm so excited. Let's go ahead and get started with the registration with Timmy and Tommy. So I'm going to put that this is my first island. I'm not going to transfer anything from my old Switch since we are starting a new island brand new. And I do typically put my name as Z. I just feel like my name looks kind of weird when it's all spelt out. I don't know. It's really weird. It's just because it's 3 letters. It just looks unproportionate to me. And I always do my real birthday, March 21st. Fun fact, I was actually born on the first day of spring. And now we're going to pick our color. I don't have green on here. Oh, red. Okay, I know Kailey Games did red, so I hope it doesn't look like I'm copying her too much. But, I didn't put green on the wheel just because I wanted to do it kind of a natural island, so I didn't want there to be too much green and too much grass. I don't know. I just thought it would be too much for me, so I did take it off of the wheel. And I do my character probably about the same every time. I do a pretty pale skin. I'm pretty pale. I do the same wavy hair. I have kind of wavy hair. Same eyes. I love the eyelashes. I don't know. And then my green eyes. I started using the squiggly face. I used to do just like the straight one, but I think the squiggly one is so cute. I'm just so excited for this island. And I did kind of do a kind of red hair color since we got red. I usually do brown, my hair is brown, but I thought the red would be perfect for this island. And I am going to go ahead and choose an island in the northern hemisphere since that's where I'm located. And I like to keep it kind of similar because I feel like even though I'm going to be time traveling, I don't want to have to kind of figure out what season the southern hemisphere is in compared to us. But yeah, so I always choose northern hemisphere. And for our maps, I'm doing a voiceover right now, so this is after I've already picked it. I kind of wish I didn't do a double south. I'm not going to lie. I wish I didn't do a double south, but I tend to always pick them. I don't know why. That's just kind of how I am. And then I always choose some food because, I don't know, it just seems logical to me. I know it's not a real question, but it just seems logical to me to always have some food on a deserted island. So yeah, let's go and take a look at this island. I'm excited but nervous. So since it is red, we will need either cherries or apples. And then I wasn't too worried about the airport because I just felt like that would be a lot of extra time. But if we were to get an airport that matched, it would be orange. Obviously that was peaches, so we couldn't do that. And I guess this is already on my new island. I didn't show you guys any of the process, but this is my new island. I did, in fact, get an orange airport. I was so lucky with that. And I got cherries. I actually have never had cherries on an island. I'm not gonna lie. My fruits have always been peaches or apples, and I haven't had that many islands, but always been peaches or apples. And we have Flo and Buff. I do love Flo, but obviously she's not Buff. That's Biff. Oh my goodness. We have Flo and Biff. Flo doesn't match our island, but Biff does. I've actually had Biff as a starter on my last island also. I don't necessarily love him, but he does fit our red theme perfectly, and I think it's awesome. And for our name, I was really debating because I wanted a red name, so it took me a while to think about it. I even had ChatGPT come up with a few. I always go to Tommy. He's so cute with this little flag. I don't know. I just feel like Timmy does all the work, and Tommy's just like the little brother that doesn't really get to do anything. So I want him to do as much as he can for me. And he's given us our tent and our map, which is amazing. It's what we need. And I'm immediately going to head down to the beach. It's just so much easier to move things whenever they're on the beach because they're kind of just out of the way. And see, this is why I don't like double south islands, because when I'm first placing things, there's not a lot of room. And I always struggle with where to put it. I always am too close to the ledge, too close to the water. It takes me a few tries usually. But I found a perfect spot on the beach, and now we need to go find Biff and Flo and put their tents on the beach. And I just did that off of camera. It just wasn't necessary. Now we're back in, I feel like it's not Times Square, but like town center, but it's really just resident service. So I always wonder what they're doing. Like Biff, Flo, Timmy, and Tommy. Like, what are they doing? Because I'm really doing all of it. We're going to go up to Tom Nook, and he's going to ask us to get 10 tree branches. And it takes some time, that's for sure. So we're going to go grab our 10 tree branches. I like to just let them be on the ground because I don't love shaking it. And I am going to go ahead and pick up my cherries just so it's out of the way. I don't have to go back out and search for them again. Once I have everything, I'm just going to head back over to Tom Nook. He's going to ask for my tree branches that I just worked so hard to grab. And he's going to utilize them for the campfire, which I'm a team player, okay? That's okay. My tree branches are our tree branches, I guess. So, now that Tom Nook realizes that the cherries that look exactly like cherries are actually cherries, he wants me to collect them, and I already have them. Don't worry, Tom Nook, this is not my first rodeo. So, now it's nighttime, which I'm not going to question it. I know it's a game, I'm not going to question it, but let's get started with the festivities. Look at that, our campfire is all done, thanks to me. Just gonna say, thanks to me. At last, allow me to properly welcome you. I have oh my goodness, I went so quickly. Okay. But that just means we'll have to rise to the challenge, and I have no doubt with hard work and perseverance we'll shape this island into something. Oh my goodness. So now I'm naming the island. I did a lot of work on searching it and just trying to find a good name. I ended up with Vermilion. I feel like it's not a common red word or like something you correlate to red, but I definitely do. So I thought it was perfect. And I don't know, I just think it's unfair that no one else even gets a chance with the name. Like, they just go with me first, and that's it. Anyways, I don't know about y'all, but I do kind of have like a love-hate relationship with the beginning of the game. I do really love that I kind of slow down and just get to talk to the villagers, complete tasks, and stuff like that. I feel like it just lets me appreciate the game more, but also I feel like sometimes it's too slow, so I do tend to time travel in the beginning just so I can kind of get things rolling. But that's just me. I know some people love the beginning of the game, and I know a lot of people just play with no time traveling, no online, no HHP, and this is actually my first island I'm ever using HHP on. I used to not have the DLC, but I wanted to get it just to kind of make sure it's an all red island, because even though it's going to be all red villagers, some of their houses aren't red and they aren't going to match the vibe. And fun fact, I've never actually completed an island. I just get too bored with it. I don't know what to do. And so I just always restart. I just get a new one. And that's why I'm doing this 30-day challenge, is so I don't do that. So I actually stick to this island and, just actually get to finish the game and maybe create my first ever dream address. I also always go and get my tent immediately after. I'm just like that. Like, I would do that in real life too. I want to go to bed. It's a long day. They made me do all this hard labor, and I need to go rest. And personally, I really hope my camping cot is camo. Like I said, this is a voiceover, so I know it's not, but I love the camo. I just think it's so cute. But, it's okay that I didn't get it. But I did get blue, which I'm like, that doesn't really match our vibe. So it kind of like is off-putting. Like, how is this island gonna go? But, that's okay. We are gonna get rid of the blue cot at some point. And it is time to go to sleep. and KK sliders here, but I skipped past it. Don't worry, guys. I wasn't going to make you sit through all of that. I don't even like sitting through it. And then next, we're getting rudely awakened by Tom Nook. And then he says, I hope I didn't awake you. Like, you did. Oh my goodness. I don't even know. But, there you are. I hope you had a pleasant nap. Or, well, I suppose it was a bit more than a nap, wasn't it? It's a brand new day. Oh my goodness. Oh ho ho. Yes, it's quite normal to be worn out from such a long trip and a major life event. I just remember the first time I ever played Animal Crossing New Horizon, I was so excited about all these little cute features that's so, like, in detail, like the Nook phone, all the apps on it too, like everything. I don't know, it was just, I was in awe of it. I'm not gonna lie, it was really cool to me, and I just loved experiencing it for the first time, and doing it again, you still kind of get that, like, nostalgia feeling, like, oh, this is happening again, it's so exciting, blah, 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 but, I don't know, I just love it. I even love getting to rewatch all of it, and, like, I love watching other people play, and I'm just so excited for this island. I'm so excited to get into it, to get the codes, to start coming up with ideas. I'm not great at decorating, but I'm hoping this island changes that. And for some reason, I always ask for Island Life 101. I don't ever use it, but here we are. I download it time and time again, just in case I will use it, but I know if I need help with something, I'm just going to look it up, or look at another video, or literally anything else besides use this app. This app, I don't even think has been opened on the island yet, unless it was by accident. But I just can't say no. I don't know what it is. That's how I am in real life too. I can't say no, and I'm definitely not going to say no to Tom Nook. Like, who would say no to Tom Nook? That's just, I don't even know. And then our itemized bill, which day one, and I'm already in debt. $49,000, or bells, sorry, 49,000 bells in debt. And I don't really understand their conversion equation, because I don't know how 49,800 bells goes to 5,000 miles. I really don't understand, but that's okay. You know, I don't have to understand everything. But I don't know. I've also been watching a lot of Kailey Games. I just love her videos. They're just perfect. She comes up with so many good ideas also, and I fall asleep watching her videos a lot too. But she was talking about how, like, people complain about a lot of stuff that Animal Crossing does, like some of the details that are like, why can't I do that? Why can't I do this? Blah, 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 blah. And she had a really good point. Like, it's been out for so long and people are still playing it. So obviously, like, these issues aren't that big of a deal, which I do agree with. Like, yes, there's some stuff that you maybe wish you could change, but all in all, the full game is so good that those little details don't even matter that much. Now that we have our full itemized bill and we're fully in debt, I'm going to go ahead and just place all of these on the ground. And if you hear my dog squeaking her toy in the background, I'm sorry, she just found it under the couch. But, I just set out all the islands just to prepare for 3 stars, and then I'm going to pick up all of these weeds. And look at that, we found Flo. She is fishing, but I figured it'd be good to talk to her. And then we're going to go and see Tom and Timmy in resident services. I'm going to sell all of, what are they called? All of the weeds. Oh my goodness. I'm going to sell all of the weeds to Timmy while he's in here, and hopefully we will get, what is it called? Nook's Cranny. Oh my goodness. Hopefully we will get Nook's Cranny today, but we will in fact see. And I know he doesn't pay that much for weeds, and I should definitely sell them to Leaf, but I need the stars, or not the stars, the miles. Oh my goodness, where are my words today? I need the Nook miles. And I looked at what he had in stock, even though I had literally 0 bells, but that's okay. Again, I can't say no. And then I'm going to sell all of my weeds. It looks like I have a little over 300, or I guess closer to 400. but I know we're not going to get many bells for them, but it's good to get something. Like, we can go and get something from Nook Shopping at the ABD. And here I am. I'm going to go check it and get my miles, too, for checking it every day. And just try and get as many Nook miles as humanly possible. But yeah. And I do always forget to check the ABD, so hopefully I get better about that and I make sure that it's like every day that I'm checking it. And now that we have some Nook miles, we are going to continue to just do stuff that will get us more and more. So I actually am going to change a design. Literally all I'm going to do is, for some reason I kept clicking the wrong buttons when I was doing it. I usually just add like a singular dot on here, but I was also kind of playing with the mouse controls because I hadn't used it on Animal Crossing yet, and so I just kept clicking so many different buttons, and it was just so funny. I don't even know. But so you literally just have to add one dot and you're done, and don't even change the name. There you go. That's miles right there. So now let's see how many miles we have. We got some for just existing on the island, which is great. I think that's 500, 300, 500. Okay. So we get some for literally just existing, and then we get some for selling a bunch of weeds. And since we sold so many, we actually earned 2 on that one. And then we also got Nook miles for selling unwanted stuff, so just literally anything. Our weeds, we sold those, it counted. And then our first custom design, just for changing it. And then that is all I earned right now. I'm going to head over to the bulletin board because if you add anything, automatically you get more. And again, mouse controls, I always just type something. It's usually the same exact thing. It's almost always love y'all, love my island name, whatever. But or like it'll be island name for life or something. I don't know. I just add something cute and simple just for my first bulletin post, just because I'm really just doing it for the Nook miles. And then I'm going to edit my passport. I always do my title because who wants it to be very first locator? And I wanted to kind of play around with all of them just because I wanted a funny name. And I guess I went with Messy Papa, which makes sense, actually. That seems very accurate. And then, again, I got more Nook miles for editing that and for using the bulletin board. And that puts us at 2,750 miles. And I'm just going to go around, pick up all of the tree branches, probably get all the cherries, and try and find Biff as well. Look at that, just going around, cleaning up the island. And then here we are. I found Biff. Oh my goodness. Okay. I do think that Biff has grown on me. I'm not going to lie. I think he really has grown on me. And he gave me an outdoor hat. I love the tulip hat, and it would have been perfect because it's a red island. But honestly, I think the outdoor hat matched my outfit pretty well. So I just wore it until we got some new clothes. But look at that. It matches pretty good, actually. And then I have all of my cherries. Finally, I went around the entire part that I could because I can't cross the rivers yet. And I actually went to Tom Nook. Oh, I needed to do the workshop. That's right, because I need to learn recipes. I need to be able to make stuff and go fishing and all of that. So we needed to do that workshop. I just did it very quickly, made myself a flimsy net, and then I could learn my DIY workshop or workbench. It was just something that I think Flo gave it to me. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure Flo gave it to me. And then we're going to sell all of our cherries because we don't really need them. And I do know we get a little bit more for the cherries than we would the weeds. Like, barely any. Like, 200 bells more. But that's okay. Once we sell our cherries, I think we also earn more bells, which is good. Because we need literally as many bells as we can possibly get. Or miles, not bells. Look at me messing everything up. Oh, island togetherness for talking to both of my villagers. Look at that. And then pick of the bunch. So I got 300 more for selling a bunch of cherries. And now we're just on the hunt. We're going to go fishing. We're going to get as many fish as we can, and then we'll be back. I just wanted to show you guys how bad I am at fishing. I do this all the time, and especially when I'm recording. I think it's because I get a little bit nervous about doing it, but I usually have to throw my reel in like 2 or 3 times before I actually catch the fish. And when I finally do, it's usually a sea bass, but thankfully it was a loach and we hadn't gotten it yet. And then I'm just going to go in and show Tom Nook all of my creatures. I'm really only going to take you guys along for one. I'm not going to make you guys sit through all of that torturous stuff. But I am going to show him my first creature of them all. And let's see, which one did I find first or decide to give him first? I decided to give him, a loach. The one we just caught. Perfect timing, I guess. Look at that. If this island can support a roach, what else can it support? I have an idea. An old friend of mine. I fear Tom Nook is just friends with everybody. Like, everybody that comes to this island is an old friend of his. Like, he is the network. Like, he knows everybody and everyone and their freaking mothers. Like, he knows everybody. Oh my goodness. But now he's on the phone with Blathers, and we have to bring Tom Nook, I think, more creatures to get Blathers' tent. I believe so. Yes, you have to give Tom Nook 5, and then you can get Blathers' tent, and you have to give Blathers 15 new ones. Oh, wait. I 100% lied to you. I just got the tent. Oh my goodness. I literally just played this, and I already forgot. Unfortunately, Blathers' tent would not fit on the beach, so I had to put it as close to the beach as possible. But you know what? It's okay. And I got more Nook miles for that. Or maybe it was for doing some DIYs. I'm not entirely sure. And then I got stung by a wasp, which you actually need to be stung by 2 for it to count. But I did get stung by 1, and I thought I would just show you guys because look at that. Like, that's horrible. But then we're going to see Tom Nook, and we're gonna pay off our debt. Finally, 5,000 miles down, and he's just gonna rob us. But our debt is paid, and we owe him nothing. So, super excited about that. Everyone loves whenever they are fully out of debt, right? And I just say, I don't know why I said my tent is great. Actually, no, I do. Because every time I say it could be better, he makes me feel bad. I'm privileged, I guess. Okay, not the right word. That I am wanting too much, basically. He's like, well, you came to a deserted island, blah, blah, blah. He, makes me feel bad about saying that I want a house on my island that I named, and I'm the, what is it, representative resident or something like that? I don't know. Resident representative, that's what it is. I just mixed them. But still, how are you going to make me feel bad about something that I'm supposed to make my own? And I decided to go look at the ABD and buy some things. I did, in fact, buy the rain hat because it's red. And I also bought the drying rack, I believe. And then I'm going to upgrade my home. I'm going to get a home. I'm tired of this tent. We need a house. And look at that. Right back into debt of $98,000. Or bells. Look at me go. 98,000 bells. And whenever we pick our roof, obviously it's going to be red. It's a red island. Our house has to be as red as possible. And as of right now, my HHP is still not done. I'm still going through it, and I am not speedrunning it just because I want to take my time. I've never actually done HHP on my own, so I wanted to just kind of live through it, actually get to experience all of it. So HHP is not done. The houses are not going to be customized for quite a while, actually. But when it happens, I will be so excited to make my house as red as possible. And actually, my house can already be done because it's mine, but the villager houses. And then look at that, I did go ahead and time travel to the next day just to see my house and do a few other things before ending the video. And look at that, Tom Nook always yelling in the microphone on his first day doing a broadcast. Like, what is that? Do you not know how a microphone works? But that's okay. And now it's only fitting that we kick off this daily ritual with a doozy. The Vermilion airport is now open for business, which is perfect because that means I can start going to Treasure Island and all of that nice stuff. And I also really need to get the Able sisters so that I can get online codes. That is for sure. I need as many online codes as possible. And, oh yes, that's right, Blathers is here. That's why I time traveled, really, is because I needed to give Blathers all of his stuff and upgrade his tent. I know a lot of people don't upgrade the tents, and they don't upgrade resident services sometimes. They don't upgrade their villagers. I don't know. I can't do that. Like, I physically cannot do that. I have to have everything upgraded to its fullest potential, especially if I am time traveling and doing all of that stuff. And look, there's Gulliver. I do in fact ignore him. I'm sorry, Gulliver. He's just not a priority right now, and he'll still be there, you know. And Mom gave us a present. It is, I believe, our sister fruit. And then we got our 2 things from Nook Shopping, a drying rack and a rain hat. I know the drying rack isn't red, but I'm hoping I can customize it to match our island, and I love the drying rack. I think it is so cute. The drying rack and the clothesline, I just think it's the most adorable thing ever. And look at that, peaches. And I'm probably going to plant the peaches just so I can shake the trees and sell them for bells until I do a max bell thing. Oh, and then I got a mini wooden table, or wooden mini table. Perfect. Probably use that somewhere with our cherry wood. And here we go. I saved you guys all the time. I donated all 15 things to Blathers, and now we officially have all 15 things. And I also, another thing is I can't dig up a fossil and not get it assessed and give it to Blathers. I don't know. I just can't not. It's just how my brain works. But now we are going to talk to Timmy, and we are going to, I think, yes, we're going to donate everything to get Timmy and Tommy's shop, Nook's Cranny, going. We want it built. We are ready for this thing. And look at that. Yes, that does mean we have literally everything for it. Oh, thank you. He gave us a present. I don't remember what it is. It probably just said, but I don't remember what he just gave us. And then, of course, I have to do all the work by placing the tent. You know, did we really expect anything less? I really don't think we did. But that is a-okay. I'm happy to help, I suppose. So, again, there was no room on the beach, so I kind of put it out of the way. I put it close to resident services. I might keep it there. I might not. We'll see. And look at that. Our shop is built, and we are actually going to end the video here. Thank you so much, guys.